contagious words of those who dream. Huh. It's not quizzical. What's going on? Villager's blotter shut easy, slowly opened his eyes. Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you? I'm Lucky Ted. This is Weiss. We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see. This is a weird presentation change.
Stare at Lucky Ted and Weiss.
You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream. What?
Again, Villager explained in the past weeks a mysterious disease
the death dream
had spread across the forests of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever.
Oh, well, that'll kill you for sure if you can't wake up.
The village mayor had determined that the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn any more, the disease took him as well.
Weiss stared at the mayor.
His mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here, are you saying that we've been absorbing your dream? Well, yes, I think you have.
I think you have.
Oh, crap,
said Lucky Ted. That means we're caught in the death dream. We caught the death dream?
Weiss exploded with rage. I'm a super mad book.
Unfathomable. I don't recall falling asleep.
That's just this is how it works,
You're
dumbass.
just fucked.
You're fucking fucked now.
Listen to me, no.
I'm a dumbass book.
Why can't I see the world's narration? The mayor is embarrassed. Changed the subject to who Lucky Ted was. Something there.
Certain conversation, a specific word, or something. Whoa!
Lucky
Could find no easy solutions. There's too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
You constantly do. A mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It's not seemed to sting my pride. You bloated gas bag of narrator. It has demolished it entirely. Irritated,
Weiss looks skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone.
So the narrator's just become a character here.
Yeah. Wait, Lucky
Someone
Ted.
just say contagion?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, we'll watch for the contagious.
The mayor leaned forward, renewed interest.
Pushing the book aside.
It must have said something, right? Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming or something in dreams, or what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss. What? What?
Keep going.
A few more minutes of thought. I remember. Those who dream. That's what he said. Mayor produced this thick sheet of papers from his pocket.
Flipped through him a few times and nodded his approval at Lucky Ted.
That sounds right. I know it's also mentioned, but it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The last month I've done nothing but study the disease.
For a month.
I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job.
Yeah, it's a good mayor.
I should probably be taking notes or something.
Instead of embezzling money from...
Applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams. Perhaps you should bend your efforts to escaping this place. Try to escape from the very first... Yeah, no, you can't.
This is my dream, right?
Yeah. The village is beautiful, filled with the most wonderful people who could ever hope to meet. Once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our life. Well, clearly someone's awake because a letter got out. I just want us to be whole again. The voice of Mayor took and I won't try to stop him until then. Ah, good ass Mayor. Wait a second.
I did not. I didn't do that.
What? Look, okay. What? So, look, I'll just ask. Now, hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. Grimoire looked from Lucky Ted to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. You seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, huh? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. I mean, imagination is the limitless engine, and dreams are the fuel. So if you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. From your mission, we shall search it out. Thank you. I don't know how I can pay you.
Payment is not required.
We're as eager as you to be done with this place. You'd almost forgot one. Good luck, you two, he called the departing forms of Lucky Ted and Weiss.
We're all counting on you.
Mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw that guy once, but where? Lucky Ted's mood darkened as he trudged through the... Is this just entirely text?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Hours earlier when the beauty... I just like when it didn't fade back in.
It didn't end and go into gameplay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hours earlier when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd be confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The fact that I'm all sick and nasally really
doesn't help.
Like,
yeah. The rocks were determined to twist his ankle.
Yeah.
It was good.
More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Lucky Ted to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Progress?
Yeah. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Lucky Ted snapped.
You know what, Weiss? Go to hell. We're stopping. I need to rest for a few minutes before I throw up. Lucky Ted leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back.
How could this stupid forest be so goddamn big?
He muttered to himself. The moment the words stumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life, as if infuriated by his lack of respect. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out with a volume that rattled his teeth. Lucky Ted slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Oh, I thought you were going to pick that up.
What the hell's going on?
Oh, I thought we were doing a thing there. No? Okay, fuck it. Lucky Ted could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and just then, as Lucky Ted's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for the cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, Lucky Ted removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shack, fuck it.
It's just like your Final Fantasy 14. They make all the weird sounds.
Just want to go zoom, zoom in your boom, boom. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Lucky Ted began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with it suffers. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Okay, I'm not going to click forward for a second.
What it is.
Because what is it? 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. I have no idea. By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess that kind of happens a lot in dreams, right? Then I leave it to you to answer.
It's
1 with
riddle
it
time.
suffers, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? It's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's totally a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Lucky Ted sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? Excuse me.
You're excused.
The sound of the insects stopped suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Lucky Ted like a rippling wave, opening a new path. Forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Lucky Ted moved on with new intensity.
They're really doing it.
The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess this forest has accepted us, huh? Said Lucky Ted after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Lucky Ted picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each fucking shit.
A musical note sprang out.
Each time, yeah, there's music. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light.
There you go.
It's light. Or sunlight.
Sunlight.
Plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. As sunlight filtered in through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. Excuse me.
You're excused.
All right. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I've never seen such a rainbow. Perhaps I've misunderstood the intentions. Hey, look, said Lucky Ted.
There's a house or something.
Fucking
over there.
Get out of that fucking get out of the house. That's weird. I mean, who'd build a house?
Let's go to the house.
I like how they've completely forgotten they're in a dream world. Lucky Ted walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from head to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. I believe this guy is inhabiting the sealed verse.
I believe he is a creep.
Yeah. And he held up. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but I had night with 3. What am I? This is literally the oldest fucking thing in the book.
Yeah.
If we wish to engage... Oh, and the music's starting to get all threatening and shit.
Yeah.
If we wish to engage...
It's a fucking boss battle now.
Yeah. I guess it is. Is this a boss battle? It's a man.
You know.
Yeah, this is the boss music.
This is like, pretty much.
For a second there. The mist dissolved from him. Correct. That
You
man,
did it.
His true identity. You're the mayor. I'm not the mayor. Now listen. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. You saw. Wait. What? What? Fuck.
I'm
what?
sorry?
Well, makes sense. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the man of the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Lucky Ted watched, the mist seeped up from the whatever. We turned to the forest entrance and saw the man at the tree and saw him and he sprang to his feet.
They sprang and they
It's like
ran.
good gravy. You actually did it.
made
I
it.
can't
You did
believe
it.
you
I
did
can't
it.
believe
That's
it.
so crazy.
Pumped fists.
Wow.
By the heavens, you're shaking me too much.
We haven't even told you if we won. And he's like, of course you're alive. I
Yeah,
didn't
but I'm
think
glad.
you'd do it.
Now I have buddies. Now I live in this dream
And we
with
broke
you
the
forever.
seal or whatever. So the three of them lay down. They fell asleep. Wait a second. That's crazy. Why would they just fall asleep? Just go to sleep. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility.
Go to sleep.
Flying around the guy. Have you forgotten? It is words that control it. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how natural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, it is if the word tells us to sleep, then sleep we shall. Once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time I felt tired since I was in prison here.
Yeah, go to sleep now.
Big ass yawn. Remember nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Oh, we're coming out of it. Hey, good news. We made it.
We did it.
Wow, that's crazy that you beat it in like 1 second, but we've all been dying for a month. Weiss probably helped.
Weiss helped. He's super smart.
Yeah. Death treatment started to spread through our village. I want to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. I guess that, nah.
Nah,
I got caught in the disease.
And it just got worse.
Then collapsed. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Without a word, the fighter reached out and pulled the mayor to his feet. Yeah, he'd be all emaciated and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All weak.
Yeah.
Everyone in the town would be dead, really. But
Yeah, for real. Not drinking water for 3 days, you're done.
Go home, rest. Drink up.
Ironically,
I
yes.
can't.
They're still trapped. I gotta save him. This is a holy tree. The prayer is the guardian of our village's history and memory. Superstition will only make our mission harder. Should not put our faith in the gods. No, not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic.
Tree is the first.
Oh, I see. And the tree is literally leaking out problems. I say, that's certainly a stroke of luck. Alright, I'm gonna cut that fucking tree down. Yeah, I once saw a version of you that was not yourself. What in the world? Lost in thought? You know, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like I'd seen you before too. Huh. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it was some kind of illusion created.
Probably
by the tree.
nothing.
Yeah, it's probably nothing. Yeah, there's something wrong with the mayor and his words. I wish I understand what the hell is going on. Oh, thank you. Oh, and we're back
Now I
to
can
normal.
return to a normal life.
That was a weird one.
Truly.
What? That was it? I got the sealed
Got it.
verse?
Dark Execution.
I guess I should try these out.
That's the one that shoots those spikes up from the ground. That you
Oh,
got
wait,
in the
we already
tutorial.
saw all those.
So we did see that. The only one we haven't seen now is Dark Wall.
Okay.
That didn't
That
take
was
much.
pretty easy. Almost as if it was super easy.
Almost like someone told us to come here.
You hanging out? How are you doing?
Just hanging out.
Oh, you're all fucked up, I guess. No! No, I'm good. Wow, this is a room. This is a single fucking room in the world. Huh.
So you do need to wake up the other people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what you
Fuck,
need to do.
I need a save game. That's what I need.
Can you save in here? Yeah, you can.
I do need to wake them up, even though
you do need
my
to wake them
objective
up.
marker points me away.
No, you need to wake them up.
Well, fuck them. I guess I'll wake them up.
Time to do it.
2 of them? Fuck.
Got your reading glasses?
Oh, no. Hope they're not as long as that first one.
They're not. That one's easily the longest one. No question.
Breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, or I know it will be the sounds like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked under a staircase in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that seems without end. Light has no place here. Wind is forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips in the single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Hey, get the fuck out. Claw at the door, betting thick
Gotta get out of
splinters.
here. Ow, my nails.
Ow, fuck, ow.
God, shit.
Help me, get the fuck me out of here. Get the fuck me out of here. Yeah, impossible, I
That's
hear
what
the
he
lock
said.
torn out. It cracks open, and Nier in the book, and they fucking Lucky Ted it up, and they sailed the problem.
So this is the labyrinth one.
Yeah, okay.
You gotta get out of the labyrinth.
Oh, we opened you up. Now stand. We're gonna get out of here. Lucky Ted's got big hands.
one known as Lucky Ted.
Yeah. Oh, my ears are as keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato. I've never thought to hear rain again. Or would that this were not such a terrible... So you got
Look at your
Can you please take this for a second?
Yeah.
My voice is getting, like, seriously getting tired.
Force my eyes open and see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall drown in this castle. We know that you're weak, but you're our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost.
Oh, that's very kind.
The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north.
All right.
At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs.
Searching from the door,
I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of a wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of this mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses.
Don't worry, it's not real.
I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. Baby. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. Squint down the dim corridor and proceed. Which way do you want to go?
Okay, well, I came north into this room, so if I went south, I would immediately just backtrack. So east. North.
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 The waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upwards. Imagine my suspense when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people have lived long, long ago.
So there's a real, like, aesthetic here of, like, I don't know, like, of people being able to see or interact or be aware of the former modern world, despite that not making any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's constructed of thin moat, flowers and birds.
While encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It's a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hand.
Touch it!
Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me.
Touch it!
Is it another prisoner, a fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water.
That's a bit of an extreme reaction.
The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead.
Well, that sucked.
Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted.
This writing is fantastic.
It really is.
Yeah.
I've been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle.
Yeah.
Enough, shielding my eye. I skip down and proceed south.
I guess.
If you like this kind of writing, Drakengard 3, there's a companion book that goes with it that is in English, and I've got it. So, at the end of the path, I find myself in a great hallway with only the sounds of rain for comfort. Waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room.
Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and a silver of finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head. But as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement that I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands and slowly back away from the table, desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me. My gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead are seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For, if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the corridor and proceed...
Go north.
North, thank you. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, so I give it in to myself to the effort. In tandem with Lucky Ted and Grimoire of Ice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and I sheepishly Trevor and Kai fucking exposed
Your skin's all over.
Your dress? Then you're a woman, madam. Yes, I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see the one known as Lucky Ted is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening, but behind us an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and the corridors, clearing the smoke away for good, as we watch in awe uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades. Interesting. You have anything to say to that? Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time. I hear you.
You can talk to her now if you want.
Boy, am I going to save the game before I do that.
Sure.
No, okay. Hey, what up?
Actually, maybe she doesn't have anything to say.
She has nothing to say.
Oh, well. Yeah, no, the writing's really good, though, so these sections are pretty cool.
Da-da-da-da.
I think, like, this is definitely one of the most memorable sections of the game.
It's fucking weird, man.
This is part of the stuff where I'm wondering if Platinum will keep all the different genres.
Yeah, I was really confused when you started to talk like that. I was like, it's an action-adventure RPG.
Yeah.
How, like, what can
What
they
other
miss out?
possible stuff?
And it's like, oh, no, wait, this game is really fucking weird. This game is really fucking weird.
Yeah, it gets weirder the further you get in. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Lucky Ted had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey, Vice, we keep walking, but those things don't get any closer. I don't get it, are they really that big? As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. Perhaps there's some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight.
Hey, I'll take the non-dialogue. You grab the dialogue.
Okay.
Lucky Ted nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his place. He never thought God damn it. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, wait, black road?
And
Interesting.
cracked with age.
A black road means it's asphalt. Here and there, the wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface and defying at those who had laid this material down over time.
Yep.
The heat reflecting off the road made Lucky Ted lightheaded. Suddenly, he dropped to his knees and slammed his hand against the black surface.
God damn it.
He said,
Is this some kind of joke? Well, I'm not laughing.
the complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much.
A joke?
He said,
No joke. This road leads to the city of art.
that's really cool, actually.
I know.
Perhaps the path, fuck it.
Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. Oh, come on, that's bullshit and you know it. Possibly, but thinking of it this way might make it easier for you to bear.
Lucky Ted glanced at Vice's gritting face, cursed silently to himself, and resumed walking. As time passed, Lucky Ted's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses.
We're definitely getting closer.
Said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion.
Yes, this much is certain.
Encouraged, Lucky Ted lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes open and his finger pointing in the distance.
Water!
He cried.
It's water!
I can literally hear, like, some Japanese guy screaming, Mizu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water?
Asked Vice.
Preposterous. I don't see any water. It's right there, idiot. Can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off it.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Without waiting for a response, Lucky Ted sprang to life and bounded towards the site.
What in the...
There was no water, there was nothing but sand in every direction. Lucky Ted closed his eyes and sighed as Vice, that's always gonna mess me up.
Yeah, it's tough.
Floated up behind him, chuckling softly.
I believe this is known as a mirage.
He said.
Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things.
Lucky Ted shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more.
Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there.
Lucky Ted sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Lucky Ted came to a halt.
I could have sworn it was right around here.
Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he had stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next right. Okay, that's not a fucking mirage. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Lucky Ted and struck him in the face with his cover.
You damn blithering idiot, stop this at once. There is no water here.
Lucky Ted's face clouded.
There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much.
Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone.
However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we've arrived in the city of art.
Lucky Ted looked up. Stretched out before them was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end.
They're huge,
Cried Lucky Ted, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few
I've
hours.
never seen anything so big.
Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps.
What kind of city is this?
Said
Where
Lucky Ted.
Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use.
The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every... You're pushing it really hard, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking get it. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Lucky Ted and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shapes of humans. Lucky Ted uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them.
Finally, I was getting tired of modern art.
Oh, that's good. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled onto their right arms. One was Alpha, Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Lucky Ted moved to the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words.
Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth.
Oh my god, it's one of these. Oh boy.
The false ones will only speak lies.
Alright. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe.
Hey, look at that.
Said Lucky Ted.
They're alive.
The triplets bowed low before Lucky Ted.
Please.
Said Alpha.
You have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real. Stop lying.
Said Beta. He turned to Lucky Ted and threw his hands in the air.
Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one. What a load of crap.
Said Gamma.
Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here.
Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once enveloped the
So
city.
you might want to read this.
Yes,
and
this is the place to sit.
Yeah. So the only real one is the one telling the truth.
The only yeah, and both fake ones tell lies.
Yeah.
So already I noticed that Alpha is the only one that doesn't make 2 pleas. The other 2 both make 2 statements.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Alpha's real, but it is something to consider. So, if Alpha is telling the truth, that means he is real.
Yeah. So that means the other 2 are lying.
That means the other 2 are lying on both of theirs. That means that Beta's lying that Alpha's a fake, which means Alpha's true, and he means that he's lying that he's the real one. Gamma says Beta's a fake, which means that Beta would be true, so they can't both be lying. So it can't be Alpha.
Yeah.
If Beta's telling the truth, he says that Alpha is lying, which would be easy, because he only makes one claim.
Well, he also claims he's the real one.
And he claims that he's the real one, which would be true because he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
That means that Gamma would be lying, which means that Beta is a fake, which is a lie, and that he means that he's the real one.
And that Gamma then also says that he's not real.
Yes. Therefore, that one currently works. Gamma says Beta is a fake. If Gamma's telling the truth, then it's Beta. It's Beta.
Yeah, exactly. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing.
Said Vice. Lucky Ted furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer.
Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies.
The real one's beta.
The real one is beta.
Though Lucky Ted's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him.
If Alpha were telling the truth,
Oh, they're actually gonna break it
Yeah,
down
so-
for people who just mash through, right?
you can,
Began Vice in the dry tones of
therefore the
Electro.
theory crumbles.
Blah 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 blah. We just did this.
Yeah, we just did this, so...
We literally just did this. Okay. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more.
Congratulations, villager.
Said Vice in a cheerful voice.
The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me.
Cried the villager, that stupid punk. He dropped to his knees and started sucking Lucky Ted's what? And he bowed his head and he was like, hey.
That feels good,
He was
villager.
very uncomfortable, said Lucky Ted.
Why did you have a dream like this?
Asked Vice.
Have you been to this city before?
No, I'm interested. Villager looked around and he was like, well, this is weird.
I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu. It's just like that damn dream.
Mare.
Mare?
The-
Sorry,
yeah.
I couldn't actually read the last word.
Sorry.
I pressed the button too quick.
Sorry, my bad.
I had to guess.
The vague sense of unease that struck Lucky Ted during the mayor's dream spread once more through his spine.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, that was terrible.
Whew.
Now everyone can wake up.
Yeah, I agree with you, Vice. Let's go see the mayor.
So that's everyone. So,
Good.
Hello.
Hey, Mayor.
thank you so much.
What do you got for me? Oh, gave me a big sword. Weapon of some renown, huh?
Well, we'll use it.
I don't think I ever got to use this one ever.
Yeah, did you hit anything with it? You might have hit a wolf one time. Is it better?
I don't know. I can't. Oh, that's
Well,
the
no,
word
you
at
word
it.
at it,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh
It's
my god.
way better.
Yeah.
It's like,
You can view details, right, if you want to see
and it's a
anything.
katana.
It's a katana.
Wait,
Go back into the weapons real quick and hit view details on one.
whoops. Every
Almost.
time, huh?
Yeah. Go
Weapons.
in and then hit X and then view details. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this isn't where you see the stories, I don't think. Check on the nameless blade, because it's level 2, so it would have a second chunk. Yeah, no, it's not here. Okay.
I should equip the crappy every time, every fucking Jesus.
Get the stupid words on your stupid swords.
Faith word, Postolier.
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 Postolier faith.
All right, I'm out of here.
Okay, you're good.
I'm fucking out of here, losers.
Don't forget to save.
Oh God, no, not after something like this.
You would never forget.
If we had to re-record this due to mishap,
Oh,
that'd
that
be a
would-
fucking nightmare.
That would actually be really not fun to re-record.
just
that.
fast forward through that shit.
I like that scene a lot, but like,
Yeah, it's a fantastic fucking scene, but
Yeah.
like I can imagine playing, going through. Like, okay, so you've made a very clear distinction about there's two parts of the game, the first part and the second part.
Yeah.
The second part's the one you replay over and over.
yeah,
Going through this part, which is still in the first, like
Yeah.
that would be agony. That would be fucking terrible.
you just mash through and pick the right things.
Yeah.
So this is smartly and properly in the first half of the game. So
Yeah,
you never
absolutely.
have to repeat it.